Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Nigel here with Nigel's Canvas, and today we're going to be talking about the career fair, and I'm going to give you my 5 personal tips on what I do to ensure success for the career fair. Let's go. Tip number 1, it's going to be attire. You definitely want to dress to impress. Why take yourself out of the game by coming to the career fair unprepared? I remember my freshman year, I had to borrow a suit and a tie from my roommate, so it's no excuse. Ladies, make sure your hair is done, modest jewelry. Fellas, make sure you don't overdo it, and definitely have a clean cut and a shape up in the haircut. Tip number 2, develop a game plan. I cannot stress how important this tip is. You want to look at who's coming to the career fair and what companies you're interested in. You need to develop a priority list with your high companies and your generally interested companies. Another gem I'm going to give you within this tip is I want you to apply to at least a third or half of those companies, and I'll explain why later in this video. And you want to write down those companies in your notebook or your portfolio, something handy that you can reference during the career fair, and always go back over your game plan. And within your game plan, you need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. And I'm not just talking about your characteristics or personality. Know what really defines you and makes you stand out. At the end of the day, within your game plan, you need to develop a wow factor. These recruiters are going to see over 5,000 students. At the end of the day, when they go to sleep, why are you going to make them remember you? Lastly, within this tip, I want to tell you guys to section off a time to eat. You have to eat breakfast and you have to eat lunch. You know, tell yourself, hey, I'm going to go in the morning from this time and see X amount of companies, and then I'm going to leave and go get lunch. It's okay to take a break as long as you follow your game plan. Can't lose. Tip number 3, it's all about your network. I know you guys have heard it 1,000 times. It's not about what you know, but it's about who you know. Although that's true, this statement is priceless. Now, when I say network, I mean using your resources, experiences, and people that you know to your advantage. My first internship, I had the opportunity to network with a current intern of the company, and little did I know, that small conversation led to my name being pushed across the table because she believed in me, because I took the time to talk to her. So don't always write off the person who may be interning or who may be a secretary or any position in the company. They have the power, ability, and resources to push your name ahead. Now, some people may say, well, Nigel, I don't have a network, I don't have any resources. And I say, that's nonsense. We have Google, we have LinkedIn, and the plethora of anything on the internet at our fingertips. Now, within your game plan, you want to set your point of contacts. You know, if I know Apple is coming to the career fair, I can go on LinkedIn, find the diversity recruiters, and shoot them an email. Now, you may think they probably won't respond. Although that might be true, when you go to the career fair and you follow up on them, it's giving another reason for them to remember you as opposed to another student. It shows drive, persistency, and dedication. So don't forget, in your game plan, write out your point of contacts and always gather phone numbers, emails from anybody that you meet. Tip number 4, you have to hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Understand that after a great conversation in the career fair, they're going to refer you to their website. They're going to tell you, hey Nigel, I really like what you had to say, and I think you're a great candidate. So our application is going to close. Boom. That's when you hit them with, if you follow what I said in the game plan, tip 2, that you've already applied. Enhancing the conversation and pushing it forward to your advantage, because 90% of the students that come up to them haven't applied. As the conversation goes along and you have a game plan playing to your strengths, they may invite you to one of their programs or sponsorship events. Either it could be on a call, a meeting tonight, or they may even do a social gathering. The biggest thing is you need to be present. If you say you're going to be there, you have to be there. Hustle is very important. Now for me, I know that I'm not a perfect student. I'm an engineering student, but my grade point average is a 3.3, not perfect. However, in my opinion, your intangibles will outweigh what your test scores are. Now, in order to beat a 4.0 student, you know, you have to get up early, you have to work harder, you have to have the energy, the personality, the leadership, the experiences, and know what those are for you and play to your strengths. For me, I have a lot of on-campus involvement. I'm great at speaking. I have my own little business. And I just really enjoy conversation and just finding points of interest. So you have to know what works for you and stick with it and play to it well. Lastly, in hustle is you have to understand to not push yourself too hard. It's going to be a busy time, very hectic, a lot of events, a lot of companies. Understand that you need to be healthy, get your right amount of sleep. Like I said in the game plan out when you're going to eat. And in the career fair, if you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling down, don't go home. Just take a step out, call a parent, call a friend, anybody who can boost you up, bring you up, and go back in there. Maybe go talk to a company you're not as interested in. Build up your confidence. It's okay. Just don't exit the game. The more shots you shoot, the more opportunity you have to score. Always hustle. So we are down to our last tip, tip number 5, and that is using the best curve that you have on your body, and that is your smile. That's right, I said it, your smile. You want to ensure that you're a likable person. You want to be happy, relaxed, and you want to act like you want to be here. Don't act like no one forced you to get up and come. Like, this is your decision. This is something you want to do for yourself. You want to smile and be happy. Show off the best you. Be yourself. Be natural. Be somebody that people want to work with. A team player. A quick recap of my 5 tips for this upcoming career fair is: number 1, your attire. Dress to impress. Number 2, have a game plan. Write out your strategies, your companies, and know your strengths and weaknesses. Develop that wow factor. Number 3, you definitely want to use your network. Find out who you know, what resources and experiences that you can pull from. Number 4, always hustle. Don't let someone else beat you for the job because you were simply too lazy. And number 5, don't forget to smile. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, share. I just want to hear about you guys' tips, experiences, anything that you have going on. Thank you so much. Be blessed. One love.